All right. So, video number, I forgot. Maybe it's 7, 6. So, I was thinking some things, some details that I have left out. So this video will be some extra things, right? Let's go over the list. Let's go to the... let's go to this. Yeah. All right, cool. I do wonder if we can get this to... Oh, cool. Right. Yeah. So, for the time, session overlap. So the idea with time is right now this is a cable 1 hour chart, and the idea with time is is actually session overlap. That's interesting for me, right? So in the EU time zone, here for example, let's go on 15 minutes. Maybe it's easier. Actually, let's go on another chart that I don't have any, didn't play with. Can I? Oh, okay. Let's go on FXEM. I think that should be clean. All right, cool. Let's also remove the gap indicator. So currently, as we see, I have my cursor here. My time is currently 12 something. And yeah, so the overlap is here. This is the overlap, to make it very clear. Right, and this is London box and this is New York box, meaning the overlap for this session is here, right? Again, here. So this is a 15 minutes chart. If we go on M5, it will look like this, and it will look like this. So the point is with time, with focusing time, because in reality, my system, the BST system focuses on applying the energy into where it's used, where it's live. So because of this, I focus on session overlap, right? And that means that when we are here, the overlap is from 10, or well, currently on this chart, I think this is incorrect actually. I think this should be from 9, but we'll double check it soon. It says 10 until 11. Yeah, and we can quickly go to Forex Factory to check. Let's see. Actually, yes. 9 until 10, it says. Interesting. Okay. Then it is incorrect, and we must change it. This happens because London, Asia, yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this happens because of the shift in the summer time zone, right? So certain countries move the clock 1 hour back and forth, and this is a bit skewed, and everybody does not change their clocks at the same time, and this is why this happens. But now it's correct. So this is the overlap, the blue box here, and the point is that the volume that happens within this box is what we will use to trade with, right? At the same time, let's say another example. This is afternoon from yesterday. So from 2 until let's see, actually we got a little bit more, right? Here, yeah, until 18, yeah, 19 apparently is the interesting area. So if any trades or signals appear here, it's what we will use. That's the point of that. So let's clear the chart. Yeah, okay, we can just save this, save. I changed the color, so I made a new one. Because, you know, sometimes you want to change the colors, right? So next thing, stop loss, chalk, right? So for this, displaying this example, we're going to remove all the things, and we're going to go on H4, and oh, that's annoying, H1. Oh, that works, cool. So to display this, Stop goes where we changed direction, because we're looking for power, and where we changed power direction, this is where stops will go. Okay. We went up high, we came to this level, we came down, we came to this even higher level, meaning we broke something here. We had the power from here to go here, meaning this was strong, this is probably the stop. And at the same thought, we go to this high over here, and we came from this level, meaning this should be strong, until we break it. And then when we break this, meaning when we close below, the stop should be above this, and we might close below, and we might go here and even here and here, and then so we see this small infrastructure here. Eventually, I'm just going to show, because I'm looking for example to show this particular thing, right? This one bar, we came to this level from whatever, somewhere, and this was the low, and we created a small wave down. Now this is strong until broken, and it breaks here. That means this should be now strong, right? Because we changed direction to go higher from this place. Meaning also that if we have some gaps here, we look for something in this area to go along off. And this is not valid in this particular example, although it is, but at that point in time we're not looking for longs, so never mind that. And I claim that there is a little bit of price gap here, inefficiency, and when we come to this level here, we can then use it for some kind of signal. And so this is the switch point, and this is now the here and here, and this is can we right, switch, this is switch point, right? So this should be strong, meaning, so from this gap, if you pull this down, this should be the strong level, and from this we can look to go higher, right? And wherever your signal is, whatever, if it's somewhere here, we look to target something up, right? So stops go behind where we changed, and in this case it's here. This is chalk here. All right, okay. Next item on the list. Okay, double bottom switch, and yeah, okay. We need a double bottom to show this example. And I think I have one. Actually, we can use this top here, that's fine. So with this example, I am attempting to show that, well, did we go higher or did we go lower? Where is the power and how far could we go? So for the BST system, let's go here, let's go to the side, let's go. Notice what I did here, right? I have outlined the high here, and if this breaks through, that's fine. What I'm doing is I am finding the spikes on top of this thing, and then if we break through and if we close within, it's also fine, but if we close above, then that is invalidated. So this formation is, in this case, a double top in my system. Okay, so if this is a double top, then that means this should be strong, right? This should be strong. Okay, in this case it's closed below, and this means we change direction, although here we have an intra formation change. This is something else, but for this very simple example, this should be strong because we came here from here, and at the point of this bar, the black bar close, we close below the low. We have now changed direction to search for shorts, right? That is the double bottom switch formation. Okay, moving on. Next example. Yeah, so what will happen with this if we are always talking about multi-time frame, right? So here's a daily chart, and I don't know why, but it has become very simple to combine these things together, and these are the default values, I think, in TradingView, and they're also the same values that are in, I think, if I find them on, yeah, on MetaTrader. Yeah, I know you can see it, but yeah, I just pulled that up. Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyway, yeah, you can't see my MetaTrader. That's right. Never mind. We will stay on TradingView. Time frames, yes. So daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. So the point is with the BST system is to combine time frames, right? To find where the power is, such as we create some kind of a filter, right? Because what will happen without that is we have a signal that is a bit less accurate, but also we will have double signals in a wrong direction. So meaning, for example, at these double tops, there is probably a signal within this block here, within this, to go short, and that while that may work until this point, if there's a signal to go short in here, then that will fail, and that is not good. At the same time, there is probably a signal here to go long. In fact, there is a signal here to go long, and that will work in this case. So my point is, we have double signals because it's one chart, and if we want to use one chart, we need to always have the lick chalk setup. That is something else. I'm not talking about it today, but this is the reason to use multi-time frame analysis, right? So what do we do? If we combine daily with 1 hour, for example, we can have the daily as bias and 1 hour as entry signal. So notice the relationship here, 24 times. If we combine 4 hour with 15, we can have the 4 hour as bias and 15 as entry, right? You're starting to get the idea, right? 1 hour bias with M5 is signal, and 15 minutes bias with M1 is signal. This is 15 times. Probably it's probably fine to use 30 minutes bias with 1 minute signal. Likewise, 1 hour bias with 1 minute signal is also fine, as long as, well, just write it down. It's probably fine. It depends on how much time or what you have to, how much time you have to be able to be efficient in the market, right? Personally, currently for me, I use bias 1 hour chart, and I use the M5 for the trade signals. Okay, moving on. Right, yes, and if we have yes, next point, right? Stop also always goes behind chalk, and if we're using a single chart, as I mentioned, the stop has to go behind the sweep. In this case, the sweep would be this bar here that goes higher. Oh, that's a bad example, actually. Come on, let's find something else. Well, I guess here this will have to suffice. Now, here. So, if this is the high, these two, then this one green bar sweeps above, and yeah, we close with the next one. So that might be like a warning sign. Hey, we're going to back up, but immediately the next bar closes down below, and that's, well, if you think about it, stop goes behind the sweep, right? Then this is the sweep bar. We rejecting bar, pin bar, whatever you call it. And these two together is also a similar variant of this. It is simply a matter of, think of it like this. This is 1 day. These two are 2 days, but combine them together. What does this pattern look like? If we take this energy within these 2 bars and combine them into 1 bar, we go up, we go back down again. It's similar to this, right? So the energy is modulated in a different time frame. These three together, still a nice sweep in my book. And because of that, stops go behind sweep. And yeah, if we have an entry signal, that's also something. And we probably have, because yeah, we go black, black down, green, black. We have a, yeah, okay, so on this actually chart, it's way down here. Here is it probably, so it's probably not useful, but maybe on a slower chart, there is something interesting here, right? So that's no good. But my point is, if we're using a single chart, we need to put the stops behind the sweep. And if we're using two multi-time frame, then there is probably some sweep somewhere that we can use. And if we are on the fast chart, we can we will put the stop behind the chalk with the intent, with the idea of, well, the slow chart or somewhere there is a rejection, because in reality, what is this sweep? Price tried to go up here because we see that happened, and it could not. That in my book, ultimately, that's what it is. Price could not come higher. If we can't go up, where will we go? Well, we will probably go down, right? So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the trailing thing. Right, so I'm currently running some statistics and some diagnostics about trailing and like pushing stops behind orders. And currently, as it stands, it looks like not moving the stop, not trailing the stop, creates a higher reward in total, net reward, than actually trailing it. Trailing the stop does, however, create fewer losses, so the equity curve will be somewhat smoother. But, well, remember, if we want results, currently as it stands, my statistics say that we should not move stop. And that's interesting because, well, more results, better results, higher efficiency is good, right? Also, if we have a smoother equity curve, we can increase the amplitude, meaning we can increase trade size, right? If we win very, very often, instead of winning once in a while with a big win, we can, in fact, increase trade size. Probably you will understand this. So, like example, let's see, I don't know, I'm just gonna try to find something. Does this look good? You know what, I'm just gonna make up something, right? Let's say for whatever reason I'm short here, right? I'm short here, hey, let's go. I probably was short here as well, actually, but yeah, I think it was. Anyway, I'm short here, whatever, we're targeting something down there. Yeah, okay, cool. So if we target the recent low here, and we short here up, and we have stop here, right? That's pretty cool, and I like, we want to go, it's a 2x, right? 2R, cool. And so what happens if we get to a point where somewhere here we lock the trade, we come back, we get stopped out for 0.5 or 0.2 or whatever, we win, but we don't get the big reward. That's the point. Now, if we're trading it instead, let's say we're trailing it, so we might see a double top here, trail it down here, and then we see another double top here, we're trailing it here again, and then we are stopped out. In this this time, we trailed it to this level in this example, and we got 2R. That's the same as the result here, but we could have targeted something even bigger, right? So if we trailed it to this from to here, once we clear the lows, let's say we trail it here to like zilch, right? We go down and we come back up again, and we go double top, we trail it here. Let's say we trailed it here to this point here. We had a target somewhere down here, and we get back up, stopped out again. Then we only get 1.2, for example, 1.1 from the trade. And that's the idea. So if we just leave it to the target, right? Probably, let's say we're targeting down this to get even this trade. Yeah, we'll see. We are actually hitting this here, right? To get the 4.8, we actually have to leave the trade. You have to leave it to breathe, right? And it looks good. And so for the trailing, the rules for the trailing is, number one, if there is a signal reversal, we are allowed to trade. That's number one. Number two, if we have a double bottom, we are allowed to trade. Trail, yes. And we trail 2 stops behind. So in this example, we are allowed to trail. Remember, I am running statistics still, trying to figure out if trailing is good or not. It looks like trailing is not good, but in this example, we would trail to this point here and we would be stopped out for 1.2, which is not bad, but it's not an optimal result. And what's optimal? Can we achieve it at all? I don't think so. Because, well, anyway, so 2 stops behind means, so we have this low, we have this low again, double bottom, we trail it to here, we have another double bottom, so we are still trailing here because this is one high, this is the next high, this is where we're trailing it to. Yeah, and if we let it go, then we have the possibility to go even further down. So let's say we are short here for whatever reason. Oh, that's a bit too small. All right, and yeah, the formation, we clear these lows and looks like somewhat, I don't know, and we eventually clear with this bar. Now, okay, cool. So we clear with this bar. We push the stop here to point whatever, and because of this thing, right? And then we go down. We go even further down, right? Now this is one high. This is another high, and is this a high? I don't know, but like, so we have one here and one here. We keep it now. Second high behind. We keep it here. We are in positive and we keep it. Okay, and we come to this point. We come another low. This point, even another low. 2 stops behind, it's right. This is number 2 now. So now here, right? Okay, let's see. Now we come here, even lower. We go up, even lower. This is a new low, but yeah, we changed direction, right? Didn't we? Or no? Here we changed direction to up. So here we could trail it even further if we want, right? This is higher, so this is number 2. Let me make it clear. Price goes down. We have our stop currently at this point. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna move the take profit to display. Right, we have locked 0.75 for the trailing, right? And for whatever reason, we determined that this changes direction, or like the close above here. Actually, it's not a close above. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we come up again, we come up, and we're stopped out here. And as you see, like I said, we eventually get the target if we didn't trail. But hey, so let's go on with the trailing example. So 1, 2, second stop behind. So is this lower? Yes. Did we go lower from this? No. This is not a usable high. Is this lower? Well, yeah, this. So we don't really come further than this because now we have 1, 2, 3. So perhaps here or perhaps at this level, and we will end up with 1.3 instead of like whatever I determined. Like let's say I determined that okay, a measured move from this is what I target, because I measure the low to the high, and let's say we target that thing and we just let it ride. Yeah, okay. As you see, if we didn't trail it, we got a 4.6 instead. And that's currently what my statistics are saying. But yeah, if we want to trail, then 2 stops. 2 stops behind is what we do. Yeah, let's remove this. Another example moving up. Another example of trailing, right? if we are long from here, we get to this level, whatever, something happens, we get to another higher level, then we were here, this is the strength, and we come to this level, then even higher, right? We come to this level, we come to this, and even higher. So now we have a few steps here, like a ladder formation, right? So initially we're here, and we create this high, no change, right? We create this high and this high. Now this is the second high. Cool. So now, if we are initially stopped here, and we are targeting something, whatever, we could be, because this is 1, this is number 2, so we could be having the stop at this point here. It's bad at displaying that. Yeah, okay, anyway, so it's a 0.5 at this point. 0.5 locked in, profit is profit, right? This is second when we are here, this is the second low, and then when we come to this place, this is the second low. So let's see. Yeah, so at that point, no, that's too much. At that point, when we are here, we have locked 1.3, let's say. And then we come even higher, and we eventually are taken out, right? Unless we actually target the high, at which point, yeah, we appear to be getting it. That's kind of cool as well. Sometimes it happens, but hey. So again, trail behind 2 stops, not 1. Yeah, that's that example. What else do we have? Yes, as I said, trail if reversal signal 1. That's allowed. Trail is allowed with double tops. Yes. And trail is allowed 2 stops behind. Just flat out. That is, yeah, I think that's it for the nuances. I may make another video tomorrow for some trades. I have a US 30 short, trail to break even, and also yen short, also trail to break even. All in all, almost 3R for one day, and that's nice, but I locked them both for different reasons, but hey, another day, another video, right? So if you like it, like the video. If you have questions, post your questions. That's it. See you in the market.